I'm Melissa. This is Martin, Haley, and Maddie, and we're cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Cavalier. We welcome you to hop aboard and share in this journey with us.
Hey, child, up and go. A big world is out there waiting for us. I do live in every day.
All right, well, welcome back to the Cavalier for another episode of Cruising Cavaliers. Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
So today we're going to talk a little more about some of the stuff that we have done in St. Augustine. It's really, we've had a lot of fun here. So I think we're going to talk about some of the museums we went to, and one of them was pretty cool. One was the Lightner, right?
Yes. The Lightner Museum is it's an interesting museum. When you read about it, you just hear about, well, there's just a lot of artwork and different stuff. But what actually happened was it used to be, the building itself is incredible. It's huge, it's very ornate. It used to be a hotel back in the day, a very nice hotel, across the street from the Ponce de Leon Hotel, which I guess were built by the same people. Martin can tell you more about that. But during the Depression, the hotel closed down. And so this guy, Otto Leitner, he was staying at the Ponce de Leon Hotel, and he decided he wanted to buy it to store all of his collections. The guy collected everything. He collected collections.
He was a hoarder.
He was a hoarder of like really nice stuff. He collected old typewriters and just tons of crystal and artwork. I mean, everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
And this place is huge. And it was a lot of fun just going around and just looking at the massiveness of all of it.
Yeah.
And just thinking somebody bought this place to be able to, I don't know if he lived there. Did he live there?
I don't think so.
I think he just bought it to store it.
He was had a place in Chicago, I think.
Yeah, or somewhere. Yeah.
He actually ran a publishing house, and he actually published a magazine called Hobby, and it was a magazine for collectors and stuff, and he was a collector.
He collected a lot of stuff. Really cool stuff, though.
Yeah.
And some of it's just weird, and some of it's really beautiful, and it's definitely worth a trip to it. Just the building itself is amazing, and the collections were pretty incredible.
There's one section with the cool old bicycles. Remember that?
Yeah, and I don't think the bicycles were his.
I don't think they were.
They were somebody that lives here in St. Augustine, but there was a really nice guy there who was explaining all the old bicycles and how they transitioned from, because some of them didn't work right, and how we have our bicycles now that are a different, I don't know.
And I like biking, so I was fascinated with that. It was really pretty cool.
It was cool. It's really worth going to, so I highly suggest it.
Yeah. So just a little background on the two hotels. So Henry Flagler was a railroad magnate and a bunch of other stuff like that. Developed a bunch of stuff. So he actually developed the railroad and standardized it from New York all the way down to Key West, so that all the trains could be on the same size track and stuff. So and he built the Ponce de Leon Hotel and the Alcazar Hotel, which is where the Lightner Museum is in now. And the Ponce de Leon Hotel now is now Flagler College.
And we walked around. I mean, these college kids have it pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's a really nice hotel.
It really is.
Or a nice college.
Yeah, in fact, one of the things is I guess which is now like the cafeteria or something, was this grand dining room. And it's this huge kind of circular thing, and all the windows are all stained glass. And
Tiffany glass.
Yeah, Tiffany glass, because Tiffany himself came over and manufactured all the glass on site for all those windows.
Crazy.
I think they said they had the windows insured for like tens of millions of dollars or something like that. And there was also the hotel was also one of the first buildings in the United States that was electrified, because Thomas Edison, one of Flagler's friends, came down and electrified it as a project. They put a little power plant on site that was providing the power for it and everything else. So kind of cool.
Pretty cool. And the other thing too I forgot to tell about the Lightner Museum is, like, back when it was a hotel, it was kind of the fun hotel. It had tennis courts, a bowling alley.
Yeah.
the largest indoor pool, I think, in the world.
Yeah, at the time, for sure.
It was huge, and we got to go into it. It's not a pool anymore. They have a restaurant there. It's like this much restaurant, this much just open space, but you could only imagine how much fun.
Oh, I know, yeah. And the architecture's just cool. I mean, the whole, like I said, the college is the same thing. It's just, really, it's pretty neat. We also did another couple museums. One of them was the shipwreck museum.
Which I just have to say, I'm not sure why we go to shipwreck museums.
I know. We seem to like to go to shipwreck museums.
Doesn't sound like a good idea, in my opinion.
So anyhow, we did go, and a lot of it was about the Titanic, of course, the most famous one. So they had all kind of memorabilia from there, and little things about it, and some of the storyline and stuff. To be honest, though, the museum was okay. I wouldn't say it was the highlight of our trip.
No.
One thing that was really kind of cool about it, though, is they had this. You put on the virtual. They had this thing set up, and you put on the virtual reality headsets, and they had this whole story of depiction of what it would have been like to be on the Titanic when it was sinking, and then get on one of the lifeboats and go out. And
yeah, I didn't really want to do that one.
Yeah.
So there was another one that was it was kind of visiting the boat under the water in a submarine, and so we did different ones. But it was that I really enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. So so we did that.
we're staying here so long is it's a really cool town that we really want to visit a lot of places, but also the weather's been very windy, and other people have come and gone, and there's stronger people than we are.
We're wimps when the weather comes.
We're wimps, but
and you're really getting stuck in a place. This is a nice place to get stuck in. So
exactly. So there's been storms. They've been coming and going, and we're about to get one apparently. But we went through a couple. The people across the way,
the
breakwater like broke away at some point in time. Not this storm, but they were really getting hammered, and we were getting hammered too, just not as badly as them. But and then last night we had a really thunderstorm.
A thunderstorm and lightning came over. That was actually pretty cool. We got dumped on with water here. I mean, it was just coming down, and just you couldn't see it. I think we got some footage of it. It won't look as bad as it was.
No,
it never
does. Yeah.
You know, but we kind of liked it actually. It was kind of fun to sit up there.
We're all nicely tied up and everything.
But, we were fine. So,
but the marina's been very nice about us, just saying, can we stay a few more days? So we're planning on leaving Tuesday and moving on, but we could have left a couple different times.
But again, we're not in any hurry. So
no, we're not.
We're trying to time in our future course to get up to the Chesapeake at the right time, where it's not going to be too cold. So we're just kind of hanging out. Yeah. But we'll be heading on to Georgia here pretty quick.
Yes.
Okay. Anyhow. Thanks for coming along for Cruising Cavaliers. Happy trails and cheers.
Cheers.
At the No Name Bar and Grill, having a beer after a little bike ride.
Did you like the folklore store?
Yeah. How many paws up you giving it?
4.
Giving it 4 paws up?